Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Why Ooni of Ife feels trapped between love and tradition, Naomi remains his choice even when elders keep dragging him deeper. They said the palace, that evening was heavy with quiet tension. The Ooni of Ife had spent most of the day in long meetings with elders, yet his mind was not at rest. He sat on his throne, leaning back, but his eyes were far away. It was not the affair of the kingdom that troubled him most. It was his private life, the battle he had been fighting for years, one that left him feeling trapped between his heart and the weight of tradition. He often felt like a prisoner in his own, house, as we are hearing. For anyone looking from outside, it is, the mighty, Kabiyesi, the custodian of, Yoruba heritage, the king whose word is final. But inside his chest, he carried a torment that no crown could cover. His love for Queen Naomi had never died. Even after she left the palace, even after she, faced ridicule and pressure, she remained the one he compared everyone else to. She is his calm, his dignity, and his companion in ways the elders never understood and may never understand. Yet, because of tradition and because of endless demand from elders, he found himself surrounded by wives he, never truly chose. This is what we are hearing. If that information is correct, they said he thought back to the early days with Queen Naomi, how natural their bond had been. She was not trying to impress anyone, not competing for position, not running to chiefs or elders for validation. She gave him peace. But when the council began to pressure him, telling him that a king of his stature needed more wives, that it was tradition, that it was the way of the ancestors, he allowed himself to bend. He took one wife after another, thinking he was preserving the throne, but in truth, he was bearing his own happiness. And he just realized everything after reevaluating everything. And everything, came back to him after the confession of this woman. Now, the elders were on his neck again. The matter of immunity that had been dragging for, months became their weapon against him. They accused him of delaying the removal process because he is too attached to Naomi. They whispered among themselves that he is afraid, they might force him to marry more wives. And the truth, they were not entirely wrong. They said that happens to be the reason why the immunity has been delayed. They said Ooni of Ife has, come to that point where he got really upset. They said he was so upset. He had to even go to Lagos to meet with Olori Naomi, to talk to Olori Naomi about how tired he had become with this drama that is unfolding in the palace on daily basis, where they expect him to do what he would never want to do. He doesn't want to go the same route that he is coming from, where he had to marry all of these women, and at the end of the day, things went very, very bad. Now, the immunity removal is there, but if you notice, it's been a little slow. They said he's just trying to find a way to navigate the systemic, what he will call error with, after removing immunity from one wife, you have to replace it with another wife and all of that. Though there is a woman inside the palace, Adetutu, Kabiyesi tends to really like that one. That might fly. But for others, he does not want to do the same, make the same mistake again. And Adetutu, the reason why Adetutu's own might work is because Adetutu is also serving Olori Naomi while in the palace. Adetutu is also, bringing value to Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. But they said when Ooni went to meet with Olori Naomi in Lagos, Naomi held him and Naomi was consoling him. Naomi was telling him that he has come too far to give up, that everything is going to be okay between them, that he should not worry because he's been very stressed out about the whole thing with immunity, replacing women upon women, after knowing that the reason why his life is where it is now is because of this same, fight with, bringing in more wives. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.